he took us to a local elementary school where we would begin training in the traditional style. Small classes where the pendekar or master would pass his knowledge to the murid or student. About a couple of years ago, Ka Ismail was involved in a car accident where he injured his hip. He is barely able to walk and teaches sitting down. The rest of his body though moves like a young man, and it was very impressive for a 73-year-old man. A routine surgery will be able to fix his hip, but he cannot afford the surgery. He's been saving money for years now, but still not nearly close to what it will cost him. Our training with Ka Ismail started with warm-ups and stretches. Warm-ups were not grueling because our purpose was to focus on techniques and the science of Pencak Silat. For hours and hours, he showed us how to perfect our locks and movements. We trained at night also back in the place that we were staying. We learned more gandas, or fighting skits, and locks and unlocks. I tried to take as much video as my little camera would allow me in order for us to retain as much knowledge as possible.
Ini kamu sih bentar. Ini bentar, ini ambil. Ini belakang. 12. Ah, ya. Kan lepas. Kalau lepas saya masuk. Kunci leher. Terus yang di sini. Masuk sini ya. Nanti masuk ke sini. Tapi masanya ini nggak bisa. Masuk ya tangan. Nah, leher terus masuk. Gitar. Nah, lepas. Bis ini. Iya, gitar. Ya, lepas gitar lagi. Lepas tangan. Lepas semua. Nah, kita pakai begini. Tarik. Nah, pasti dia. Wow.
We had a surprise visit from Ka Johar, one of the founding members of Al-Azhar Pencak Silat and a master of Tapak Suci Pencak Silat. We continued our training till late at night and learned more about applications and locks. Back at Ka Ismail's house, he showed us pictures of the early days of Al-Azhar Pencak Silat. He had a guy come and give us a special medicinal massage to ease our muscles from the training we had done. For me, it was more painful than soothing, but I did feel good afterward.
Where do we practice? Over here? Oh, on that side? On that side?
After several days of training, it was time to go. We took pictures and rode off into the night back to Jakarta. We passed the Asruban jungles, where they said many robbers and gangsters used to hide, in addition to the numerous jungle creatures that lurk in its midst. We stopped at a nice place and ate some duruan, and I took a little walk into the jungles myself.
So we're passing through the jungles here, Al-Azhar. It's very dense forest here, and we got lots of cool things. Check out the banana.
The final part of our Silat journey was to purchase some authentic Pencak Silat weapons. Earlier, we had gone to a fancy mall and saw some very nice weapons, but were very pricey. We decided to go to Bogor, a place where many people come to buy items including Silat weapons. After passing through several shops including a pet store with some exotic animals such as pet bats and monkeys, we found some nice Silat weapons at a decent price. The selection was not as nice as the other place, but we found some nice stuff. As my trip to Indonesia came to a close, I was able to gain a large amount of knowledge about Pencak Silat in a relatively short time. Pencak Silat is a vast art form that takes a lifetime to master, and in no way can I consider myself a master after one trip. I was able to get a glimpse of the culture of the Malay people. In general, the people of Indonesia are friendly, hardworking, and religious. I rarely saw anyone overweight, and the food people eat is relatively healthy. Although there were poor areas, I rarely saw anyone begging. People would find anything to sell or any job to do, including the self-employed traffic cops who stand at intersections and help drivers, and expect to be paid too. And the ojek motorcycle taxis that provide the primary means of transportation for many of the people in Jakarta. Traffic is crazy in Jakarta, but eases up in other parts of Java. Also, if you travel to Indonesia, be sure to bring some strong bug repellent. The one negative thing I saw was that everybody smokes. I mean everyone, except maybe for the women. I hope that the people in Indonesia will do more to publicize the grave health risks associated with smoking. Maybe the different Pencak Silat schools could take a lead on educating the public about this, since Pencak Silat has an internal and health aspect also. I hope this will not be my last trip to Indonesia. I would like to give special thanks to Kak Jojo, who really went out of his way for us to learn more about Pencak Silat. And also special thanks to Kawana and his family for their great hospitality during my stay in Indonesia. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.